All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for finding your seats, and I hope you all stayed safe during the weather. It was fun times, but now we're back to school. I'd like to start by introducing Mr. Proctor for a very special announcement.
Good morning, Spartans. Do we have that slide? Is that coming down? Welcome back. We had a little mix-up of who's who in assembly, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. I'm here to share that we have a wonderful guest speaker here this week, Rosetta Lee. She's over here. Rosetta has actually worked with our faculty and done some parent sessions prior to her visit this week. And this week, she's going to interact with our students. She's a great speaker, and she does a lot of workshops on integrity, which are tied to our EPIC values, and she's going to meet with our grade levels both in study halls or some blocks. So I've been sending emails to make sure people understand, but that's how the grade levels will work out today. Typically for today, what's going to happen? 9 through 11, if you have a study hall today, you're going to come to the CAC, check in with your study hall proctor, and that session will happen here. Grade 11, since you have 2 study halls, you will attend a session during your first study hall, whichever happens, whether it be today or tomorrow. You do not need to come to a session twice. When you get to your second study hall, pop into the upper school office where attendance will take care of you, find you a location, library, or something along those lines. But again, you'll attend one of these sessions. Seniors, you're going to see her on Thursday during E-Block. So please plan ahead. Everyone should be here on campus. That is a no senior privilege block right there because we want everyone to engage. She has some great information for our seniors about the college entry and what life post-high school might be for you. And then middle school, we've got you during various blocks during the day. So, and that'll happen between today through Thursday this week. Please reach out to anyone on Team DASA or your advisor if you have any questions about when you should be attending these sessions, but we look forward to a great week. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Proctor. Next up, we've got some student speakers to talk.
Worked alongside other high schoolers from the island, and we worked together to create a very welcoming environment for a lot of special needs children. And being at Camp Imula, I learned a lot of values of patience, understanding, and better communication. And volunteering taught me how to include everyone in their own way and do my best to support them. And then there are always ups and downs, but spending a week in Canada definitely isn't for everyone, but it's very fulfilling to put aside some of your time to create a little kid's best summer camp experience.
Hi, I'm Christina, and I'm a senior this year, and this past summer was also my second time volunteering at camp with Rachel, and it was such a fun and rewarding experience to be a part of, just like she said. One of my favorite parts of camp was spending time with my camper and getting to see him step out of his comfort zone. He was pretty quiet and nervous, but as the days went on, he became very social, made a bunch of friends, and even got up on stage on the last day to perform in the camp talent show, which was super cool to see. And being a counselor gave me a whole new perspective on the challenges that people with cognitive and developmental disabilities face, but also how much support Kikima is really able to give his children and families. And overall, the experience was really enjoyable, and I met a lot of new people, and it definitely helped me to grow as a person. So if that sounds at all interesting, you guys should definitely sign up.
To our student speakers, now I'd like to welcome Darius Hurst and Dean Wong.
Aloha.
Keeps on going away.
I know you've had a 4-day weekend and all that sort of stuff, but aloha. Thank you. I can't see you because that light. Pictures from last year's Camp Imua that are up on our Flickr gallery on our website. My name is Dean Wong. I'm the executive director at Imua Family Services, and I wanted to start by saying I come to Art with Heart this weekend, and to all of you students who participate and put on this weekend's performances. It's just so meaningful, and I just applaud you all. It demonstrates that this school and you as young people applaud you for that. Being the executive director at a nonprofit organization such as Imua Family Services comes with a lot of responsibility to encourage community involvement, participation, and find ways that people can come together to support each other. I thought a lot about what to say to you all this morning, because I know a lot of you already know about Camp Imua. You may not know that we're actually coming into our 49th year of camp this summer. I know. I don't look that old, right? No, I didn't start Camp Imua. It started in 1976, and it started because there are children who have different kinds of needs, special needs, developmental delays, and disabilities. And it's very difficult for many children to participate in what we would call a typical camp experience. And so camp was created for a couple of reasons. One, to give children who don't get the opportunities to go to camp or to actually go to group settings, to be able to come together and be supported by other young people and peers in a really special type of community setting. And yes, we do lots of fun activities for everybody, from helicopter rides and horseback riding and arts and crafts and music nights and talent. Camp memorable, but really what makes camp special for the children who attend is the opportunity to have connections with the counselors that come and volunteer their time to do Camp Imua. And the two counselors who spoke, they alluded to something, but they didn't actually say it, and that is camp is hard. I think the word she used was patience. She learned patience. You have to remember that some of these campers have never had time where they're away from their homes sometimes and away from their families, or given the opportunities to express themselves in new ways that they get to at camp. And some of them can feed themselves and some of them can't, and some of them can bathe themselves and some of them cannot, and some of them can go to the bathroom by themselves and some of them cannot. It takes a lot to be a camp counselor. You're with your campers and with all of the campers 24 hours for a solid 5 days. And while we try to have a lot of fun and tire everybody out so they sleep well, some don't sleep so well at night. And so you can go a solid 5 days without getting all of the rest that you're used to. And it's hot and it's the summertime. And I'm not trying to discourage you, because my goal here is to get you to want to sign up for Camp Imua and come and be a counselor with us. But we want you to know what you're getting into coming to it, because as difficult as it is, it can actually be one of the most rewarding and best times of your life. And I wanted to share something with you. The U.S. Surgeon General, Vivek Murthy, he just reached the end of his term with the administration. And while he was leaving, he left a final prescription for the health of the United States. And I thought I would share it with you. I thought it was really poignant that the Surgeon General, here it is. He suggests that a great deficiency of connectivity has led to a poor prognosis for America's health and overall well-being. To treat the widespread pain and unhappiness that has left the country deeply unwell, he said. Remember, we're coming from years of COVID recently, here on Maui, fires, and across the nation, hurricanes, fires, etc. So there's a lot of pain and unhappiness, but what he is saying is here, for the American people, it is to cultivate a strong sense of community, to help themselves and to help others. Community is a powerful source of life satisfaction and life expectancy. Marthy wrote in an essay published Tuesday, "It's where we know each other, it's where we help each other, and it's where we find purpose in contributing to each other's lives. Building community creates fulfillment," he said. And there are three key elements that make it possible. Connection with others through relationships, acts of service to help others, and a sense of purpose in life, all pursued through love, instead of fear and hate. Relationships, service, and purpose are the time-tested triad of fulfillment that stands in contrast to wealth, fame, and power, which define the modern-day triad of success. Marthy wrote, and I close with this, the triad of success is focused on the individual. The triad of fulfillment connects us with something bigger than the individual. The Surgeon General said, "The triad of success may earn us praise and possessions, but the triad of fulfillment gives us meaning and belonging." I love that he ended that prescription for the US with the word of belonging, because children with special needs often don't have a place where they feel that they belong. Often in their schools, they are set apart into special needs classrooms, separated from the general public or the general population of students. They often ride different buses. They don't get the same places of community. There will even be separate events held for children with special needs, and often they don't get the opportunity to mingle with community and other children their own age. Seldom is a child with special needs invited to someone's birthday party or an overnight sleepover. And so what we do at Camp Imua is we try to create a space and an atmosphere where every child feels that they belong, where every child has a community and every child feels that they are connecting with another person, whether it's another person with special needs or just a camp counselor who can show them love, look them in the eye, talk to them like they are meaningful individuals and that they have something very special to contribute to this community and to our general population. And that's what Camp Imua is all about. It's just about creating connection. It has been a very difficult few years, and I know you have felt it as young people in this world and you're thinking about your future. For a child with special needs, they look at every day trying to think of who they can connect with and what friends they will have. And Camp Imua creates an opportunity for you to give that kind of meaningful connection to children. So if you're thinking of something to do this summer in June, and where you can earn 152 community service volunteer hours, by the way, then consider Camp Imua. We need all of you to come to help support our children at Camp Imua and have the time of your life and give them the memories that will serve them for the rest of their life. Thank you for your time this morning. I appreciate you all. And I have something for you. You up for it? We might need a little bit of house lights because I don't want to hit anybody. They're not heavy. They're not heavy. You ready for some camp stuff? Okay. Got some of that. Let's see. We got some of that. Here. Wait, this will be easier if I do it this way. Darius, you want to come throw some stuff? All right. There we go. Oh, right in this.
What else you got? Who wants pink?
This is Darius, and he's our Camp Imua coordinator. You want to?
Oh my goodness.
He's going to throw those out. So how do you sign up for Camp Imua while he's doing that? You go to our website, which is discoverimua.com, and then you look at our programs and you find Camp Imua. And then when you find Camp Imua page, you'll click on the register and it will take you to either a camper registration or a counselor registration. You want to click on the counselor registration. We're looking for counselors age 16 and above. So feel free to sign up from there. So again, discoverimua.com. Now, what are the little animals that we threw out? Do you know what they are? They're alpacas. I'll leave you with this interesting tidbit on the end. Alpacas are used throughout most of Europe for autism therapy. We have 4 of them at the Imua Discovery Garden, and they work with children with autism, and it's really special. So something interesting to look up, alpacas and autism therapy. Okay, are we gonna see you at Camp Imua this summer? We would love that. All right. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your day.
All right, thank you guys. I think the last announcement is that make sure you get all your stuff from the Lost and Found because it's going to be donated or thrown away at Winterim. But other than that, you guys are dismissed. Have a great rest of your day.